Welcome to my second living area. Now this is a real favourite space for us in this home, and we do a lot of entertaining in this room. And so on the opposite side of this corner suite is our dining table, and we've got a big round dining table which seats 8 to 10 people. And so the corner suite on this side has been a fabulous transition spot when you've finished eating or drinking, and a lot of people tend to move over to this area. It's super low to the ground, so very Italian inspired. This is a ready-made suite that comes from Collage Furniture, and it's made in a 100% polyester fabric, so that's super hard wearing. And it's super deep and super comfy, so we can lie back and put our feet up without too much worry. What's also great about a corner suite, and you can see here this comes in lovely, I think it's 1 metre modules. We can actually take this ottoman and turn it into a chaise at one end, or we can actually add it on to the end because it is armless at one end and turn it into a longer suite. So it's really versatile. Modular is super versatile if you want to change your spaces up, and I know that lots of my clients love the flexibility of modular type suites. This is also a unit that has no fixed back cushions, so it's all scatters, which is another nice sort of easy idea. So here's the texture of this grey fabric, and it has these big scatter cushions across the back as opposed to a big back cushion. It comes in a couple of different colours, and so we've actually got these 3 colours in the back scatter cushions, and this is how it came, with a houndstooth and the navy blue. And what I've done is I've added my own cushions, which, to be honest, I've actually had these cushions for about 6 years. And so these are a Christian Lacroix cushion. And the great designer tip about these is when you double side your cushion, you get 2 different looks. So more recently I've had this lovely silk scenery print on that side, and this is actually a crushed velvet, and it's almost like an iridescent greens and blues with a lovely black background. I've also used feather inners in these cushions, and so I always specify feather inners for my clients because they last. And so you'll see that these cushions have the same feather inner that they came with, and they still look absolutely fabulous. If they'd had a fill inner in them, they would have ended up looking like a pancake. I'm sure some of you have had pancake cushions before. I'll also show you another cushion that you can just see in the view there, and this is also another Christian Lacroix cushion that is double-sided. Gorgeous velvet on one side, and then this gorgeous really animal print in the beautiful blues and greys. There's actually 2 tones of greys in this one. Again, you can see the lovely big feather inner makes all the difference to how it sits on a couch and looks fabulous. I did just want to show you one other cushion that I've got over here, and this is an Alatis cushion, and again I've probably had this maybe 5 or so years, and it used to be in my bedroom in my last house, and I'm currently using it in my other living room because it has a beautiful gold and mustardy sort of tone, which looks really nice on my leather chair there. This one is 100% silk, and it's the same fabric, but what they've done here to make it look a little bit special is they've used a piping. So the piping just gives it a really nice structured look. You'll also notice that all 3 cushions that I've shown you are different sizes, and so I love to mix up the shapes and sizes of cushions because it makes it more interesting rather than having them all the same. You know, sometimes it might appeal to have them all the same, but sometimes it's nice to have cushions in all different shapes and sizes. So you'll notice that this one's the smallest out of the 3 that I showed you. Again, with a fabulous feather inner, it still looks like I just bought it last week. I wanted to talk to you about a couple of other things while I'm sitting here. So you'll notice that I've got a tray on my ottoman. I love ottomans, and ottomans are great as a coffee table. And so to protect the fabric of my ottoman, I pop a tray on it. And this is a Cartel tray. Again, I've probably had for about 8 or 10 years. That I've got my books, my magazines that I'm reading, and one of my books that I'm reading. I've popped a crystal for texture. And another little nice textural element I've added is a gorgeous peacock feather. And so this can be moved out of the way when we want to put our feet up. We just slide it along, it moves really easily. Or we can be using this tray for entertaining as well, which is perfect. So I often put brown paper on my trays, and then I can serve dessert, or I could serve nibbles on them as well. So that gives you another way of using your ottoman and also your trays. An ottoman is also a great extra seating. So we actually take this ottoman and we will move it out to the side when we've got all of our family over. So you can seat comfortably another 2 people on an ottoman of this size. And so that gives you the extra seating that you might need when you're entertaining. So I love when you have a purpose for something, more than one use. So that's a really great idea.